So, you've got a new stove, you've had it installed. This is a little bit of information on what to do next. Arga very kindly have lent us their brand new Arga Ludlow stove for this video. Obviously, the first job is to read the instructions. Now, hi, I'm Gabriel. My family have been manufacturing, designing and selling stoves for 3 generations. And this channel has 2 sides: stove reviews and information, and mini films about successful people and their life-changing wisdom. Check them out and leave me a comment. You could also like and subscribe to see more. With this particular stove, you get a glove, you've got your primary air and secondary air. We've got a stainless steel handle, an ash pan, how to remove the baffle plate. Bits can sort of collect on top of baffle plates. Very simple to do on this particular stove. Now, if you've got a cast iron stove, we'll need to be extra gentle with it, and perhaps the first 2 or 3 firings you'll do exactly this. With steel you only need to do it once and then away you go. The reason we're a little more gentle with cast iron is because it's much more brittle than steel, so you've got to heat it up and allow it to bed in gently. If you put it under too much strain, it will crack. And the way we achieve a low temperature burn, we want to get the stove just into operating temperature but no higher. Probably right at the bottom of operating temperature is about the max. And rather than shutting all the air vents to achieve that, you simply want to do that with less fuel. If you try and overfill it and run it cold, it will all go black on the glass. I forgot to say actually that if you don't have one of these stove thermometers, then the way I would check that I was not getting it too hot is I would want to get the stove so that it was hot to touch, but so that I wasn't really getting any heat out of it. Once you've lit the fire lighter, you push the door so that it's just ajar and leave it until the fire is properly established. You've now closed the door and open both the vents. Keep half an eye on it because, as I say, for these initial firings you don't want it to overheat. This is exactly the sort of temperature that we want to keep it at. Obviously the primary difference with this is that we're going to use a lot more fuel. Don't worry if during your initial lightings you've got black on the bricks or a little bit of black on the glass. That's simply because we didn't have it hot enough. Once we've achieved full operating temperature, keep it there for about 2 hours. You'll get a smell off the paint, and you do get a mist off the paint as well, which can be mistaken for smoke. It isn't smoke, it will pass, but you may want to do this lighting during the day when you can have the window open. If you don't have a thermometer, the way I would check that is put my hand about a foot away, and if I can't hold my hand there for longer than 2 seconds, we're there. We had lots of mist and smell, but we had the windows open, so that's all cleared. You'll also know that you've done this correctly if all the glass has cleaned up and the bricks have cleaned up as well.